Hi, it's me again. Currently 32 weeks and 4 days pregnant. So I've only got about 7.5 weeks to go, and I'm absolutely terrified. I do have a list of symptoms for this week. Me and my partner are moving into our first place together alone, our first house, in 2 weeks from Saturday. So we're very excited and nervous. I've noticed, especially this week, I've had very itchy ankles and hands, and I know that the internet sort of says, oh, you may have a liver condition, but it's not. It's just now and again. It's not all the time. It's mostly just the ankles because they're very dry, I presume. But I've had lots of kicking on my right side, and I'm starting to feel really heavy in the stomach, especially when I walk, which is a given since I look a bit like an owl, which I've taken to calling my belly sometimes. Um, Why narwhal? Some people ask, because women often say, oh, I feel like a whale. But because I know that I was quite a petite person before, I'm a small whale, so narwhal. That's just where that came from. The baby is around 4 pounds now and is about 19 inches long. Now, they may be a bit bigger than that, I'm not sure, but that's the average. I've had less acid reflux, but it's still there, mostly when I go to bed or if I lie down, especially after eating, so I wouldn't recommend doing that. I find it harder to breathe because obviously the baby is now pushing up against my ribs a lot more than they were before. This week I've actually lost 2 pounds, and I think I saw something the other week about when you start losing weight sometimes, that's when you're getting close to delivering, and I thought, oh god, no. I'm not ready to deliver yet. Give me the other 7 weeks, or at least the next 3 weeks, so I moved into the new house and everything's organised. I went to my midwife appointment yesterday. It was my 31-week appointment, but they're kind of behind with my appointments at the moment. Like a week or two over what they say I am. But the baby's position was calculated. The head is down facing my cervix, with the back sort of arched up facing us, and the feet are on the right side here mainly, and then the hands are again on the right. So that's why I'm feeling a lot of kicks on the right hand side, just where my rib cage is. I was told yesterday that I've actually got anemia, which is very common, so if anyone, especially at this later stage, was told they have anemia, don't worry. This afternoon they're going to give me a prescription of iron tablets, so I've got to go back in and pick those up, but apart from that should be fine. I do, for the past 2 visits, I've had quite low blood pressure, and they say it's not something particularly to worry about. They worry more about high blood pressure in pregnancy, for preeclampsia or things like that. But it's just, I feel really tired sometimes because obviously I'm now a bit anemic. I've got low blood pressure, so obviously not got much iron in my blood, and the blood's obviously, low blood pressure is pumping around slower, so it's very difficult to breathe, especially with the baby in the ribs, adding on to all that. When I went to see my midwife yesterday, it was a different midwife to the one that I usually have, and I wasn't overly impressed. She seemed very nice, but she seemed to be a bit sort of presumptuous. For one thing, we went in and she gave us some leaflets. That was nice. She was talking to us. She seemed a little bit what's the word? Patronising, a little bit. But she asked us if we'd booked any antenatal classes yet, and we'd said no, without really asking us. Well, I think my husband said she may have asked us if we wanted them, but she didn't really wait for us to answer. I don't think I heard her. She just booked us into some classes, and now I've got to get out of them because neither of us can make the time. So one is the day before we move in. We're going to be really busy. My husband, most antenatal classes are between 2 and 4:30. And she knows that my husband works. You know, she asked us, oh, so your husband works? Didn't ask us what time he works. She's like, you can go to those then. But my husband doesn't finish until 2, so he can't really make the class. And there are only 2 classes left, and we're going to be so busy moving into the house, I just don't see what the point is. And she said she wouldn't discuss with me my birth plan until I'd been to these classes, but I know what I want. I'd like a water birth. I would like Ensign oxygen, gas and air, and I would like it to be in a dim room. If I can have the birthing pool, great. This is my is my 32-week and 4-day bump. I haven't actually got stretch marks. What you might see there are my veins. Potentially, it's really hard to do this because I can't actually see. I've got a linea nigra here, but it's really faint, so you may not be able to see it. But that's just how big belly is at the moment. Yeah, that's about all about baby for now. I'll probably do another update soon. And of course, the update for our house moving video will be up in about 2-3 weeks. So yeah, bye.